All right, fifth grade. Today we're going to be working on estimating decimals. In your packet, pull out the paper that says 4.10, remembering. It says remembering because, remember, we did study how to round decimals in the first semester of this year. So it's a little bit of review, and then we'll be taking another look at how to multiply by decimals. Okay? All right. Let's practice rounding. Well, first let's try to round to the nearest whole number. When I round to the nearest whole number, that means I need nothing to the right of the decimal point. Okay? So let's say I have 5.2. Should I round down to 5 or up to 6? You might say, I don't know. Remember, when we round, we need the rule of the magic 5. The rule of the magic 5 tells me that if the number to the right of what I'm rounding is 5 or more, I round up. But if it's less than 5, I round down. So let's take a look at the number right next to my 5. It's a 2. Is that bigger than 5 or smaller than 5? It's smaller. So should I round up or down? I round down. So 5.2 gets rounded down to be 5. All right, now let's try that again. If I have 12.8, should I round up to 13 or down to 12? Well, let's look at this 8. According to the rule of the magic 5, is that higher than 5 or lower? Well, of course, it's higher. So I round up. 12 becomes 13 wholes. All right, now let's try rounding to the nearest tenth. When I round to the nearest tenth, that's now going to put me one place to the right of the decimal. So if I have a number that says 25 and 25 hundredths, and I'm telling you to round to the tenth, this number is the tenth. So should I round up to 25.3 or down to 25.2? Well, according to the rule of the magic 5, is 5 bigger than 5 or smaller? Well, it's the same, so we round up. We round it to 25 and 3/10. Let's do the same again. If I have 4 and 1/2, 4 and 12 hundredths, and I want you to round to the 10th, look at the number directly to the right of that 1. It's a 2. According to the rule of the magic 5, should I round up to 4.2 or down to 4.1? I should round down because 2 is smaller than 5, so I get 4.1 as my rounding. All right, guys. Also today on your homework, you're going to be reviewing a little bit of two-step multiplication. Let's do one together. 7.1 times 2.9. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 7 is 63. Get rid of the 9, put a placeholder. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Add the 2 together. 9 and 0 is 9. 3 and 2 is 5. 6 and 4 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 and 1 is 2. Since I'm talking about decimals, I need to put in the decimal point. There's a decimal point. How many numbers to the right? 1. 1. There's a decimal point. How many numbers to the right? 1. 1. So 2 numbers to the right, because there's 2 decimal places in my problem. Decimal point goes there. And I call it 20 and 59 hundredths. All right, 5th grade, you figured out this is a review assignment. That's why it's called remembering. So now put all those things in the practice on 4.10, remembering.